The types of home cash buyers. When it comes time to sell your house, there are many different ways that you can go about it. You could list it through a real estate agent, put up a sign in your yard, or even try to sell it yourself. However, one of the most popular methods of selling a home is by working with a cash home buyer. When selling a home, these are the types of cash buyers that you might encounter: the house flipper, the bait and switch buyer, and the real deal buyer. Of these, the real deal buyer is the most desirable, as they are experienced investors with proven track record. To identify a real deal buyer, look for evidence of cash funds and willingness to provide seller and professional references. Here are the types of home cash buyers. House flippers. House flippers are the type of cash home buyers that you should consider when selling your house. They're experienced investors with a proven track record, and they have the cash funds to buy your property outright. To identify a house flipper, look for evidence of cash funds and a willingness to provide seller and professional references. House flippers are experienced real estate investors with a proven track record. They have the cash funds to buy your property outright. They pay cash and have a good cash offer. To identify a house flipper, look for evidence of cash funds and willingness to provide seller and professional references. House flippers can quickly close a sale, sometimes within days or weeks. Bait and switch buyers. Bait and switch buyers are the opposite of what you want when selling a home. These types of cash buyers advertise low-ball offer and then up their prices once they have already seen the property. To identify bait and switch buyers, be wary of any cash buyer who does not provide references or evidence of funds. To identify a bait and switch buyer, look for signs of deception and unprofessional communication. Bait and switch buyers often offer lowball offers and try to take advantage of the seller's lack of knowledge or inexperience in real estate transactions. The real deal buyer. The real deal buyer is the most desirable when it comes to selling your home for cash. They are experienced real estate investors with a proven track record, and they have the cash fund to buy your property outright. To identify a real deal buyer, look for evidence of cash funds and a willingness to provide seller and professional references. Real deal buyers are experienced investors with a proven track record. To identify a real deal buyer, look for evidence of cash funds and a willingness to provide seller and professional references. Real deal buyers can close quickly on a sale, sometimes within days or weeks. Franchise networks. Another option to consider when selling a home is a franchise network. Franchise networks are typically connected with reputable real estate investors, loan companies, and other professionals who specialize in cash home buying. By working with the right franchise network, you can guarantee a safe and secure sale for your investment property. Franchise networks offer buyers security and assurance that their homes will be purchased. The national company handles the marketing while smaller local franchise evaluate and purchase the home. Franchise networks have access to cash funds and are willing to provide seller and professional references. Why consider working with cash home buyer? Finding prospective buyers for your house is hard, which is why many prefer home buyers. When it comes to selling your home for cash, there are several advantages. First and foremost, working with a cash home buyer eliminates the need for a traditional mortgage loan. A cash home buyer can close quickly on the sale of your property without having to wait for a lender approval or wait for an appraisal. Additionally, cash buyers pay competitive offers that can exceed what you would receive if you sold through a real estate agent. Finally, working with a cash home buyer also eliminates the hassle and stress of dealing with showings and open houses. You can save money from renovations. Although cash buyers don't need a mortgage lender, they will still benefit from finding and working with real estate agents. Finding cash buyer is important for some traditional home buyers may offer low price or low cash sale to the property owner. They are good in cash sales and cash offers. They have a purchase price offer and they pay cash. In the cash deal, you don't have to worry about the closing cost. They know the market value of your house and they are good at real estate transaction. Get a cash offer from them and have a valuable home selling. Conclusion. When it comes to selling your home to a cash buyer, there are types of home cash buyers to consider. House flippers and bait and switch buyers offer different levels of risk, while franchise networks and real deal buyers provide security and assurance that their homes will be purchased. Ultimately, the best option for cash home buyer is the real deal buyer who has access to cash funds and is willing to provide seller and professional references.
With a real deal buyer, you can close quickly on a sale, sometimes within days or weeks. By choosing the right type of cash buyer for your property, you can ensure that you receive top dollar for your home.